guys, Sarah Rose here, your local guide. Now Halloween is just around the corner, so I thought I could spend it with some local ghosts, and I'm here at the Albuquerque Ghost Tours.
I am one of the senior tour guides here at the Ghost Tours of Old Town. I also do history tours as well.
So why should people come to the Albuquerque Ghost Tours?
Well, it's one of the most beautiful places in all of Albuquerque. We're talking it could be a very romantic evening with you and your loved ones. It could be a family night out with the kids. We are family friendly.
I am a ghost tour guide. Everybody calls me Ghost Girl. And I'm also a poet, a performance artist, so storyteller by trade.
So how did you get involved with the Ghost Tours?
So I actually started taking the tour when I was in high school. I used to take the tour every year at Halloween and Christmas with my best friend. And me and Jackson would come down and we would, we started by following, tour hopping, but then it was really cool. So we would come every year just kind of as tradition. And then after doing a stint in New York City for 2 years, I moved back and saw that the tours were hiring. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of perfect, dream job. So I came down and here I am. Now I'm the Ghost Girl.
Well, this is a ghost that I'd love to talk about. He was a big burly man by the name of Milton J. Yarberry, and he was the only United States Marshal that was hung for murder. And he was a bad hombre. He came into town, but they didn't, he came into town right when the town needed a new marshal. And he was the only one who applied for the job, and he was given the job. But they should have checked his background, because he was one mean hombre with a record as long as your arm. Well, they didn't realize what kind of a character this man was until he started getting paid every month, and he was a terrible gambler. He'd go in one of the many old saloons here in the gambling halls, and he would lose his money pretty darn quick. And he would be furious, and the person who took his money on the table would end up dead within 48 hours, and now down some dark street or some dark alley. Of course, the town would ask the marshal to go and investigate, and he'd always come back, no evidence. I'm sorry, we'll just have to bury the man. And this went on for a couple of months, and then people started adding up 1 + 1. The last person to be, this man, the victims would be seen with was Milton J. Yarberry. He ended up being, shooting a man in cold blood, and there was an eyewitness. And so they ended up taking him to the jail, and he got hung. And I'm going to leave the rest of the story when you come down to the tours for our haunted pub crawl that we like to do every once. It's a very specialized tour, and he's been seen all over town. So that's just part of the mystery of this place. We got a lot of ghost stories to tell, and only 2 hours or under 2 hours to tell them.
My favorite ghost. So this is actually kind of different for me, I think, than anybody else. My favorite ghost is actually this little cat who visits me about halfway through the tour. She comes out every night, and I think she's witchy. She's so witches have familiars. Yeah. I think she's my familiar. I call her Boo, and she's a little gray cat. I grew up in this neighborhood, and my grandmother died when I was young. She died when I was about 10, and stray cats follow me places. So I think that Boo is my grandmother, and she's my favorite ghost on the tour. I love pointing her out to people and telling them to keep an eye out for her.
I am an author. Also, I am assisting with the live locked-in ghost hunt on Halloween.
And tell us more about that.
So what we do on Halloween, we have 2 tours that are very special, one at 8, one at 10. Only 20 people. It is a live locked-in ghost hunt at the Albuquerque Little Theater. So what we have set up for everybody is we have, these different styles of ghost hunting, different techniques, stuff that you've seen on TV if you've watched any of the ghost hunting shows. Plus you have myself there to give the skeptical viewpoint, so you're going to get everything. And we have a really neat little bundle set up as well. You get a copy of my book, New Mexico's Most Haunted Exposed. I'll sign it for you right there on the spot. You also get a $25 gift card to the Albuquerque Little Theater to see a production during the year, and a $25 gift card to either take a ghost tour or historical tour here in Old Town.
ABQ Tours, History and Ghost Tours of Old Town. We offer historical walking tours during the day, the ghost tour every single evening, and special events throughout the year. The easiest way to get tickets, it's 2019, get your tickets online. Please visit our website, www.abqtours.fun, that's F-U-N, abqtours.fun, or you can give us a call at 505-246-TOUR, that's 505-246-8687, and we can get you set up over the telephone. But we're here year-round. We're not just a Halloween business, so bring your family down when they're visiting for Thanksgiving or Christmas. It makes a perfect family entertainment event. We're suitable for kids, and we do have adult events as well, including haunted pub crawls and our ghost hunting adventure that we have coming up on Halloween. But all the details you can find on our website, abqtours.fun.
Anyone who has lived here, is a local, is a native, should take the ghost tour. I think that, like I said, it's really important to know where you come from, especially when you're so wrapped up in everything else that's going on. It's so important to sit and just listen to a story and to know, you know, that there were people here before you, and to acknowledge that. And I think that there's a lot of points that kind of happen throughout the tour that highlight different things about being Nuevo Mexicano and being a woman and being, you know, just native to this very magical land. I think anybody would enjoy the tour, but if you're a local, you should come out and take the tour if you've never done it. It's really an unforgettable experience.
Did you enjoy the ghost tour?
It was really fun, yeah.
What was your favorite part?
Probably learning about Scarlet. I don't know, I thought that was really funny, the first ghost, so yeah.
And what, I mean, would you recommend the ghost tours?
Oh, I definitely would. It was really fun. It was really interesting. The tour guides are great. I'm from Wisconsin.
We decided to do this ghost tour because I find that a lot of these ghost tours really give a lot of the history in an interesting way of the town. So I was actually here last year and went on this tour, and so this year I decided to bring my kids along as well.
And where are you from?
I'm from Wisconsin.
And so would you recommend?
Absolutely, they do an amazing job.
As you can see, we survived the ghost tours. It was a lot of fun. If you want any information on anything you see here, nmliving.com. Again, I'm Sarah Rose, your local guide, and I'll see you guys next week.